Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends. Welcome to Let's Crack the Intelligence channel. Let's talk about direct and indirect speech in English grammar today. What's direct speech and what is indirect speech or narration, and when do we use it, and what's the difference between direct and indirect speech, and how do you use it while you're speaking or writing in our communication? We call it as direct and indirect speech or direct and indirect narration. What's narration? Narration is the act of representing the words of a speech. There are two types of speech, direct speech and indirect speech. What is direct speech? In direct speech, the actual words of speaker are quoted as it is. The exact words of speaker are enclosed in the inverted commas. Right? That's the way we use direct speech. For example, Rama said, I am studying. Is a direct speech. Sita said, I am wearing green skirt. Is a direct speech. Where the speaker's words are quoted as it is without any change and put up in inverted commas. Now let's talk direct speech. What's indirect speech? In indirect speech, actual words of the speaker are transformed or changed and said or written in a simple language. Why do we need indirect speech? Indirect speech is oftentimes needed to avoid confusion while using direct speech in reporting in our communication. Example, Ram said that he was studying. Right? Ram said he was studying. Three golden rules to change direct to indirect speech are: remove inverted commas, change of tense from present tense to past tense. Third one is use of conjunction that, and change noun to pronoun. So Ram said, I am studying. We change it to Ram said. Ram said that he was studying. So what did we do? We removed inverted commas. We changed the tense from present tense to past tense, and we use the conjunction that, and the noun has become pronoun. I has become he. So that is the subtle changes happen when we transition from speech. Direct and indirect speech, let's see some examples in the present tense, past tense and future tense. John said, I am playing. John said that he was playing. The changing from present tense to past tense. Ravi said, I am wearing white shirt. Ravi said that he was wearing white shirt. Isn't it? So I became he, inverted commas are removed, use the conjunction that, isn't it? Jay says, I work as a teacher. He changed it to Jay says that he works as a teacher. Next, Jay said, I work as a teacher. Jay said that he worked as a teacher. As a teacher. Another example, Jay said, I am working as a teacher. Jay said that he was working as a teacher. This represents simple past, becomes simple past tense. Direct and indirect speech and past and future tenses. Some of the examples let's observe. John said, I have passed the test. Change it to John said that he had passed the test. Change it to past tense. John said, I have been reading for 2 hours. Sorry, it's Ajay. Ajay said, I have been reading for 2 hours. Again, Ajay said that he had been reading for 2 hours. Arun said, I drank coffee. This is a past tense. Arun said that he had drunk coffee. See the changes that have taken place in the past tense. Ajit said, I will go to movie today. Ajit said that he would go to movie that day. This is a future tense where will has become would. Ravi said, I will be reading a book. Ravi said that he would be reading a book. Here, indirect to indirect speech can becomes could, will becomes would, shall becomes should, may becomes might in the form of in the conversion from direct to indirect speech. Let's see some of the pronouns or adjective changes that happens when we change from direct to indirect speech. I becomes he or she, my becomes his or her, mine, his or her, you, I, he, she, we, they, all some of the pronouns that gets changed. Your, my, his, her, our, they. Again, yours, mine, his, hers, ours, theirs. We becomes they, our becomes they, ours becomes theirs. This or these become that or those. Indirect speech to indirect speech, as we discussed, can becomes could, shall becomes should, will becomes would, may becomes might. And let's see some examples. She said, I can swim. She said she could swim. She said, I must go. She said she had to go. That's a indirect speech. Direct speech. She said, I may drive there. She said she might drive there. It's the indirect speech. Again, direct speech. She said, shall we start? She asked if we should start. She said, if we should start. Again, she said, I'll call you. She said she would call me. It's the change that happens in converting from direct to indirect speech. So, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would are the natural transition words when that gets changed from direct to indirect speech. And direct speech is the words that are spoken by the speaker represented as it is without change in inverted commas, whereas the indirect speech we change them for simple understanding, and where we remove inverted commas, we use that, and at times that may not be used as well. And there's change from noun to pronoun, and it becomes a simple form. Thank you, friends. I hope understand with these examples like how we can express direct to indirect speech, which is very important aspect of English grammar. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.